Are you ready? Let's go ahead and get up. Let's go ahead and get out of our house. We're going to go on a virtual trip to the Boys and Girls Club. Welcome to the Boys and Girls Club. I hope you guys have been having a great time right now. I know it's weird being isolated, but let's just have a little fun. We're going to go on a virtual lesson right now. We're going to have a fun time with our staff here at the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Oxnard and Port Hueneme. So, I hope you guys are ready because we have an awesome lesson planned for you guys today here at the club.
Hi everyone, I'm Ms. Jovina from the Port Hueneme Clubhouse, and today we are going to do a STEAM activity. So let's get started. All you guys are going to need is a web browser on electronic device with internet access. And what you guys are going to do is you're just going to type in solarsystemscope.com. It's going to take you to a really cool website in regards to our solar system. So once you guys get to that page, you're going to click Start Online Model. And one of the cool things about this is that it does a lot of exploration of space. You guys will see that there's a lot of different features on here. So if you are interested in space or curious about what it looks like, aside from just our planets, this is a cool website to look into. So as you guys can see, there are sound effects. There's a really cool introduction. So if you click the screen to run the model, it will take you to this. So as you guys can hear, there are some sound effects. There is also music to this. If while you're looking and exploring this website, you wanted to play the music, you would go here and you click play. It has a mini playlist here. It's pretty cool, but I'm just going to turn it off for now so you guys can hear what's going on. SFX is for the sound effects, so I'm going to turn that down a little bit. But this is our solar system. It's pretty cool. I'm going to show you guys different features, not all of them, but just some of them so that you guys can also venture and look at it as well. This eye right here in the corner will take off these things on the side, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it so that you guys can see it. So I'm using my laptop to see this, but if I zoom in with my mouse pad and zoom out, you can see our solar system. One of the things I do want to show you guys first is the settings. So here it has different settings here. So say system settings, you want to go full screen mode and look at it in full screen. It'll take a while for you guys to probably adjust your screen, but for now I'll just leave it. Oh, it just changed. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and leave that there. So geolocation, it's geographical location. So it will try its best. So say right now we are in, of course, America. So we're gonna try and click our location as much as possible. This is for the night sky feature, which I'll show you guys later, but that feature basically is for us to see the stars and the things that we see in the sky. And this location portion of this website will do that based on our location, which you guys will see later. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. View settings is basically what you guys see right now. So you guys can change those settings. So I'm going to go ahead and show and hide if you don't want to see things like floor planets, you can take that off. Some of the features I'm going to go ahead and take off is the grid lines, just so you guys can kind of see it a little bit better. I'm also going to take out the constellation lines for right now so you guys can just see the space. Let's see, and then we're going to go ahead and take out the grid line, and we're just going to leave it like that. And then this one we will look into later. I'm going to click OK, and now you guys can see our solar system. So as you guys can see, here's our planets, asteroid belt. You can see comets, you can see other objects in space. If I zoom in, you guys will be able to see it a little bit closer. So we're gonna go ahead and look at this button right here, and it'll show you guys the different features that it has. So run intro is basically when we open the website. Messier objects, which are objects in space, which you guys can look at later. Near stars, it will show you when you click on one star or a planet, it will show you things that are around it, which I can show you guys in a bit. Star Explorer is related to all the stars you can see. Planet Explorer of our planets, the solar system, which is basically what we see right now, and then the night sky, which is the constellation feature, which we'll look at later. But right now, we're going to go ahead and click Planet Explorer, and it'll show you all of the planets, even our dwarf planets. So say I want to start off and look at the sun. It will zoom in on what the sun looks like. There's an encyclopedia feature. There's a structure one. There's switch planets. You can change which planets you want to look at. Night sky, which is related to the constellations, and solar system, which will just take you back to the overall picture. So if I click on encyclopedia, it will show me a summary of what you guys clicked on. So I clicked on the sun. It'll show you distance, what it's made up of. If we go back and we click structure, it's going to change to this, where you guys can see its core, the different parts of it with your mouse or with your fingers. If you're using your phone or a tablet, you can use it to rotate and look at the planets in different angles. I'm going to go ahead and click a different planet just so you guys can see. So say I want to pick Saturn. So this is Saturn. If I want to zoom out a little bit, I will. It says planet system, so it'll do this. So when a planet has moons, such as Saturn, it will do this, so you guys can see what it looks like. You'll see what is surrounding it. Okay. If you want to just zoom back in to see the planet, you can. Again, encyclopedia, it will take you and show you guys information. For the structure, it will show you this. If I wanted to look at one of the moons, so Saturn has quite a bit of moons. If they want to look at the moon Titan, it will show me what it looks like. Encyclopedia, information on it. And then there's even some, as you guys noticed when I clicked on Saturn, it will show you the structure of it. So if I go like this, it'll turn out like that. But if I wanted to look at the feature where it says structure, not all of the moons have the structure, but some of them do. You guys can definitely click on it. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to the solar system and click one more just so you guys can see what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and click Mars, planet system, so you guys can see that these lines right here show the orbit. Okay, it'll show you other things right here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back. And there's also the dwarf planet one. So say I want to look at Pluto, it'll do the same thing. Okay. So now if you do this, you can click explore again to go back. But we're going to go ahead and click the menu part again. So now we're going to do star export. So when you click star export, it will show you guys a list of stars that have been found by scientists in space. So when you click on one of them, say I'm going to click this first one. So this is Sirius A star, and we click explore, it'll give us information here for encyclopedia. But if we click this part right here where it says near stars, it will zoom out, and as you guys can see, it's showing me what other stars are nearby. So this is where the star I just clicked on, and so then here's the other star. So the sun's right here and all the other stuff around it. Okay, so Messier objects, these are other things that scientists have found in space, so you guys can also find information about that as well, which is pretty cool. Okay, so if I click this one, it won't necessarily take you to the exact location entirely, just because it just shows you the information on the side. If you click on the arrow, it'll just escape and show you where the location is. It won't zoom in, as I've noticed. So now what we're going to do is now we are going to go and head over to the night sky portion. So in the night sky, so right now, as you guys remember, I fixed the location, which is right here, to estimate kind of where we are right now. And as you guys can see in the background, it's changing to what it looks like based on your location. So we're just going to do our best to, so even if you go like this, we want to try our best to make it as close to us as possible. So if you guys wanted to go outside at night and see with your family what the stars look like, the constellations, you guys can. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the settings portion, and I'm going to add the constellation lines back so you guys can see it. So constellation names, we're going to show that. We're going to show it. So there's two options right here. If you want to see the lines of how the constellations look, you can. There's also called boundaries, which just shows you where the general area is, but I'm going to keep it at this one. And then right here in the night sky guides, if you wanted to change it a little bit, changes it a little bit, but I'm just going to leave it as the current settings as it is. I'm going to keep everything that we saw earlier on here, but now we are looking at what the night sky, or what the sky looks like currently. So as you guys can see, it also shows the directions. So when you're also looking at the sky, as you guys know, the Earth rotates. So as it's rotating, we can't really pinpoint where it is exactly at all times because it changes direction based on where we are. So I am moving around, so now you guys can see the different constellations. If you click on different things, you can kind of pinpoint where it is a little bit compared to where the name is. Okay, so we're rotating, and now you can see this over here. But now we're going to go back and we're going to click right here, this search button, and it's going to show you all these different options here. So if you guys know exactly what you look at, you can look at the search bar. If not, you can click here. So I'm going to click on constellations and say I want to look for a particular one. Say I want to look for this constellation. It will take me to where it might be. So if you click on something and it takes you to a grayed spot, that just means that it's not in the night sky where we are currently at, because we are rotating. But once the Earth rotates a little bit, you'll be able to see it a little bit better. So I'm going to go ahead and try that again. I'm going to find a different one. So this one right here is right here. Okay, you can also go and find some planets. So say we're going to say Jupiter, and it'll show you if you want to look at Jupiter or its moons. I'm just going to say Jupiter, and right now it's right here based on our location. And then if I want to look for the moon's right there. We're going to click on the sun, and the sun's right there. Something that's really cool that you guys should know is that right now, from I think since mid-July to December, you guys will be able to see Jupiter and Saturn in the night sky, which is pretty cool. If you guys haven't seen it, you guys should definitely try and go out with your family and see where it is. If you guys see two stars that are a little bit brighter and they're kind of close to each other, that's Jupiter and Saturn. I, in my free time, like to look at astronomy and space, and that's one of the things that I read about recently, and it's pretty cool to look at. So if you guys have the time, definitely look. If you guys have binoculars and or a telescope, that will also be helpful. But you guys should be able to see Saturn and Jupiter just by looking at the sky if the sky is clear. So that's really something you guys should look at when you guys have the time with your family. That'd be cool. But yeah, this is a really cool website if you guys want to get into space, or if you guys are curious about where something is, or you heard about something that's related to space and you're not sure what it is. This website is definitely one of those websites where you guys can explore a little bit.
If you guys enjoy this activity, please make sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at BGCOPH. Also, make sure to start following us on our website as well and register at the V Club. Make sure you visit the Boys and Girls Club of Port Hueneme and Oxnard website and register to see all our other activities as well. We miss you guys. Please be safe. Bye.